In this video, we're going to go over how to prepare your pattern symbols foldable to take your notes. So basically, we're starting with these two papers and we're going to cut them so they look a little bit more like this, and I'll walk you through how to do that. The first one is pretty simple. You just cut out each of these squares on the half sheet, or the rectangles, I guess, so they look like this, okay? So you just cut on those lines. Pretty straightforward, okay? The other one gets a little bit more complicated, and on this one there's two types of lines. I'm going to zoom in to see if you guys can see my two types of lines. Sorry, it's a little shaky there. Okay, there we go. But I have some dashed lines and then just some like gray lines, right? So on my dashed lines, that's where I'm going to cut. The gray lines I'm not going to cut. Those are for folding later. And essentially the dashed lines are just between my pattern symbols. So you see I have two pattern symbols here, and I have a gray line or gray dashed line in between. I just cut right there. And then the same thing again. I have my dashed line, and I'm just cutting up to my fold line, just like that. I'll do the same thing on the other side, and it's really just 3 cuts. So I'm going to cut there, and here, and here. The next thing I'm going to do is a little bit of folding. So this is my outside. This is going to be my inside. I'm going to fold it so that it gets to be like that guy right there. And I'm just going to fold, take my edge, and there's a line down the middle, a light line. I'm going to just fold to that line right there on both sides all the way down. Fold. And this way, when I take my notes, I'll write the symbol name here. So for this one, that'll be my straight of grain arrow. And then I would find the definition for that one. It's hard to find right now, but it doesn't really matter. I would, whichever one it is, I would go ahead and line it up. So say it was this one, it is this one actually. You're going to take it and you're going to just glue it right there. Okay, so where it says glue purpose and location here, you would just take your glue stick and glue it there for your notes. And then you would write the symbol name here. So this one for me is a straight of grain arrow, right? And then you do the same thing on the side, fold them in and all that. But that way, when you're studying, you can use it kind of as flashcards. You look at this and you say, oh, what's the name of this? Or you could ask yourself what the purpose or location is, and then you could look on the inside. So that's the purpose of using a foldable, is because you can use it as flashcards to study and also as notes, which is really handy. So I'm going to go ahead and fold the rest of these, and then there's a little bit more folding we need to do. So here I have it in a line, and then I'm just going to fold it up a little bit more so it's more compact like this. And then when you're studying, you can just kind of flip through like different sections of it. But basically, I'm going to fold it in half like that, and then I'll fold these edges to the half, so that it all folds up together. And then here I can go ahead and put my name on it right there. And then I have my foldable that got a little tucked. And eventually you'll have all of the different definitions put in, and that'll be kind of a way to study and just take notes at the same time.